Sanbonani dumelane absheni. Hello, beautiful people. It is me, Ditshwanelo, all the way from Kwa Habedi. If you're seeing me for the first time and you're wondering, what is this? Why Mugeli Aleana, Lisiras Aleana? Just know that this channel is built to just put everything and everything in it, in all honesty. I am one person that is, my mind is always everywhere, so in most cases you can find that my channel is like a kind of, what are those sweets that are the jelly tots, you find multiple colors in it. Some colors you like, oh, I like that color. Others you just like, hey, me, I don't like the yellow one. I like the blue one. So you will find a little bit of everything. I'm going to start vlogging soon. I'm going to start doing fashion styling soon. Hopefully Mzwa will be my camera person while I'm doing the fashion things and the pictures that you'll find on Instagram. So I'm going to just be myself and actually do what I love, because I think I've been in a space of helping people do what they love, but I've always just taken a back seat. And I'm like, you know what better time to start than now, so I'm going to start with what I have and work with what I have, basically. So please stay tuned, because you will see like a little bit of change and content, and you'll start seeing me playlist certain things so that you know where you want to be, so yeah, welcome guys, welcome. Thank you for those 227 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for finding me on social media and just like DMing me and ask, I've had like crazy questions asked, but not to be repeated on this platform. So yeah, thank you so much. I am very, very humbled and grateful. Today, my mind is on one thing. And I've started abstaining. Ne? And by abstaining, let me actually, I want to pull up a professional definition of abstaining, right? I'm going to ask my boyfriend, ChatGPT. So I want to not tell you guys. I want to tell you guys the professional side of this. Ne? They are saying abstinence is the conscious decision to avoid certain activities, often for moral, spiritual, health, emotional, or personal reasons. Most commonly, it refers to choosing not to engage in sexual activities, either temporarily or until a specific time, like marriage. So that is what ChatGPT says, and I hope that it was clear. Basically, I'm abstaining from sexual activities. And the reason why I've chosen to do so, and by sexual activities, I don't mean only with a partner, I mean even with myself, helping myself out. I'm not doing that again, no. And the reason why I've chosen this path is mainly because I felt like I wasn't centered. Sometimes you can feel like you are all over the place. And I felt like, man, I'm a sinner. And I'm probably going to sin again, but not. I just had to pull that. I am a sinner. Who's probably gonna sin again? God for. Nah, me, I'm not. It doesn't apply to me. But I was like, man, D, you are not centered. Your mind is everywhere. Your spirit is everywhere. Your energy is everywhere, in terms of just not being restless with yourself, with your thoughts, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You are just restless. And I felt like, nah, I need to center myself. And part of the reason why I felt like I'm everywhere is because there is energies that one gets when you are pleasing yourself. And there's also energies that you collect from having sexual intercourse with other people, because sex is spiritual and it's filled with energies, So I was like, okay, let's make this decision. It's going to be a hard one, because it's not like I don't love sex. I love sex, but it's going to be a hard one, but you have to do it. You have to do it and stick by it and be disciplined in that path and be honest and accountable. And that's why I'm bringing it here on this platform, because I'm like, if I don't bring it here, I may not be as accountable as I want to be. Do you understand what I mean? So I've chosen to abstain. I'm not going to say for how long, because I don't know how long I'm going to be doing it. I'm hoping to abstain until I meet what I would say the right person, who's probably going to be my husband. I'm hoping that it will be until then. And I'm hoping that he's also very near. He's also very he's here, he's near, he's approaching. But it's not an easy decision. I don't think when you take that, you are not taking into account relapsing, because I've tried this before a lot of times. Even when I read the weight, I was like, I can do this. But I've relapsed. I've relapsed because I've met people that I liked, people that I thought were my people, and people that I thought, I needed. And I realized that, okay, this is not what it is. And I have to just be okay with me having to just add them onto my body count, which I also will not disclose. It's not a lot, but I choose not to, because either way, you guys will say I'm lying. Because, apparently girls are always lying about their body count. But it's been insane. It's literally been insane to be in the midst of wanting to sleep with only one person, and you find yourself dating and getting out of a relationship and dating, and you're just like, when is this husband coming? Because I just don't want to share myself with people anymore. So I don't know. I think I would need y'all's guidance as well to just keep me motivated, to keep me, accountable, to encourage me in most cases to stay on this lane, because it's not an easy one. I don't think it's easy for you to date a person and have to explain many times why you are abstaining and or why you need to abstain. Because other people, you meet them and they're like, yes, definitely, I understand. I love you. I can wait. And then they make your journey a bit difficult. They tease you. They try by all means to make you relapse. That's the strategy. That's why they are saying they're okay with dating you in your abstinence. But it's difficult because you don't know, do I date or do I just stay single? Do I watch scenes or movies that have certain things, or do I not? So you always have to tailor it to what you can sustain, because other people, when they are abstaining, they don't even want to watch a movie that kisses. They're like, hey, I don't want. So I don't know how long I'm gonna do it. I don't know. So I pulled up something in this journey of mine, and this something was something that I wanted to pull up for it to help me align my goal and help me understand my goal, right? So the first thing that I needed to ask myself is, why am I doing it? I had to write down reasons of why I'm doing it. I have to always revisit the reasons over and over and over. When you are out of your periods, there's a process when you're ovulating where your hormones are just skyrocketing, and you feel like, oh my God. But now you have to go back to your list and ask yourself, oh, hey, D, this is your why. And my why was simple. My why was to obey God, one. And my why was to center myself. And my why was to not share my energy or collect energies anymore. And those three, for me, were the powerful whys, because I felt like, hey, sometimes you just don't know. You don't know, you don't even know if your things are stagnant because of it's not God's timing, or because like you're mixing up with certain energies that are not good for your own growth and your own goals and your own dreams and your what you're working on. Do you understand what I mean? So I needed to see, okay, let me see a different side, because remember there was me before I lost my virginity, and I was a child, basically, that time. Like, you are still a child. High school, primary and high school, you're still a child. When you're in university, you are like having fun. You are not taking things into detail to be like, oh, okay, like this is how I'm feeling this. You are just like in the limbo of like new things, right? So when you're older now, that's when you start centering yourself to understand, okay, man, the minute I met this person, my things just went down. They were just going down, 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 and not up. Or you meet a person and you feel like you are excelling, man. Hi, gumnandi, like your businesses are standing, nothing is wrong. Like everything is going shebelele. Do you understand? But again, energies. Do you understand what I mean? So I was like, no, let me see a life as an adult without sex. Let me see how that life will be until further notice. Let me see what I can achieve. Let me see how my mind will be, how my spirit will be, how my heart will be, and how calm I can be. Do you understand? Because you start being bipolar with your emotions. You are high up, left, right, and center. And you don't know, you don't have reasons to be like, why am I acting like this? What's going on? So I was like, let me see myself how it's going to be. So I needed those three whys. And I need to keep reminding myself every morning when I wake up to be like, okay, I'm on day 1, 2, and 3, and this is my why of why I'm doing this. Set clear boundaries. So they are saying, oh, you need to decide ahead of time what situations, conversations, or behaviors you're not comfortable with. Don't wait until you're in the moment to think it through. Clarity equals to power. So with this, I think my own boundaries, I don't mind speaking about sex. I don't mind being in a conversation where people are speaking about sex. We learn every day. But I know that, okay, I may not, like I said, that my decision was, do I stay single so that I don't find myself in certain circumstances that I would need to be overly explaining myself about the path that I've chosen to take, So I myself know that, okay, maybe I'm not going to date, or if I do date, I'm not going to do sleepovers and all of those other stuff, because maybe they will trigger other things. And that's just not where I want to be, So I really don't mind. I can watch a movie, it can do its own thing. I think I get strength in having to see something and not react to it or not feel anything or the urge to it. I then feel like, okay, you're strong, girl. Strong Amandala. Do you understand? So if you are not like me, you need to then set your boundaries, have conversations with your friends, that obviously you're not going to partake in 1 and 2 and 3, have conversations with yourself about what you can watch and what you can watch, all of those other stuff, so that you can know, this is my boundary, this is not where I want to be. Avoid tempting environments. Again, what I said. If you're dating, do you do sleepovers? Do you kiss like passionately? Do you then do touch, or whatever the case may be? Those are still going back to the boundaries, but you also like feel like, okay, what environment am I in? Am I in an environment where I'm able to be like, this is tempting and I don't want to be here anymore? Definitely. Do you understand? And if you do decide to date, like if I decide to date, I will set boundaries and I will tell my partner exactly what I want to achieve and why I'm doing what I'm doing, not to punish him or to make him feel some type of way, and he has the leeway and a right to move on and go on to the next person, because obviously you need a partner that will understand and probably abstain with you. If they see a future with you, or if they feel like they could marry you one day, then they can easily as well abstain with you. Because remember now, when you are even doing it for spiritual reasons, or religious reasons rather, there's a goal in mind, and you guys will not butt heads because of that goal, So you can both decide to be like, okay, we're gonna wait until marriage, and after marriage, it's going down. Every day we are paying, we are paying for the year that we took, or 2 years till the aisle. You understand? On first day, honeymoon, we're packed inside, showing each other, okay, hey, we're nobody. Hey, listen, it's going down in that bedroom. There's no hesitations. There's no, so those is like you want to as well protect your peace. So you don't want to be looking at your 50 shades and feel like you're not gonna be able to handle 50 shades. Do you understand what I mean? If you're not strong like me, don't watch 50 shades. Me, I can watch 50 shades and still go to sleep nicely without me feeling the urge to do anything, you know? And obviously, those tempting environments, you replace them with things that will get you to be in a stronger place. Maybe if you are part of a church, you connect with your church members. If you are part of Bible study, you can do that. If you're a reader, you can go to the library, you can watch sermons, you can do whatever that you can to just replace certain thoughts with the other positive, aligning with your path thoughts, the fourth one, they advising us to surround yourself with like-minded people. I've already touched on it in a sense that even if you have a partner that is like-minded. Your friends need to be on board with it. Your family, they need to understand what your path is. And you yourself, you must be your like-minded people. You must understand your path and you must understand why you're doing it. And you must understand what the result of it can be, because it can bring a lot of peace, it can bring a lot of clarity, it can bring a lot of love for yourself, it can bring a lot of centeredness. Do you understand? And it can bring you closer to God as well. Not that when you are not abstaining, you're not closer to God. I'm just saying that sometimes you find that you have clarity in some things, or your understanding is different because you are just with yourself and spending time with yourself and loving yourself and enjoying your own being without having to say that your joy and your happiness has come from a certain act, So, yeah. The fifth one says, stay busy with purpose. When you're focused on your goals, like my podcasting work, and building platforms, you have less room to do for distraction. This is very good. I remember when I worked at Massive, I was very, very distracted because Massive Metro was an online radio platform and it was busy. So I was busy 24/7. I never even had time to be thinking, oh, I'm horny today, or this is how I'm feeling today, or whatever. I was busy in daughter. It was, yay, work was work. Get home, you're super tired, you take a shower, you sleep. You wake up the next day, you're already doing breakfast show. It's busy, high-paced. Before you know it, it's been 6 months, it's been a year, you've not been touched. And I'm even thinking I was more peaceful. I think literally, I think some energies will not bring you peace at this point in time. Because, I was literally peaceful. So fill your time up. Fill your time up with things that you enjoy doing. Fill your time up with spending time with your family, your friends. If you are dating, obviously your person will be understanding to yours path and respectful, so you can still enjoy his company. So, I'm now exercising. I'm doing, I'm trying to remove the mokabaness that I'm seeing here. I'm trying to remove every fat. I'm running. I'm doing things to keep myself centered, and not too much thinking about anything. Because obviously, if you've done something and you just quickly ended what you were doing to straight to abstinence, it's a bit, you need to find your feet, So obviously it takes you having to do so much for you to be able to not think about the things that you were doing before, right? 6, practice self-affirmation. So some of the things that I have written down, that I tell myself, I am worthy of love that respects my boundaries. That's a powerful saying. So I always tell myself, I am worthy of love that respects my boundaries. So love that doesn't respect my boundaries, for me, it's not love. And Tshisha, let's move on. you know. My value is not measured by what I give away, but by who I am. So my value is not measured by my punani and my yoni and whatever the case may be, but who I am in my own wholeness. Do you understand what I mean? So definitely, you must self-affirm yourself because you will go crazy. You know, so self-affirming just reminds you of the purpose and the why. I choose peace and purpose over pleasure. I choose peace and purpose over pleasure, and I will add pressure also. So I choose peace and purpose, double peace, over pleasure and pleasure, double peace. Is that not wonderful? That's wonderful. For me, that is like I'm so proud of myself. Number 7, talk to God or your higher power. I talk to God every day. Like God knows. Like even when I'm feeling some type of, I'm like, God, today it's hard. If I relapse, I go back to God. I'm like, God, please give me the discipline I need because I can never do this on my own power. I can't do this on my own discipline. I can't do this on my own wisdom. I can't do this on my own will. Like, let your will be with me. Let your Holy Spirit descend. Let your power, let your grace, let your mercy, let your wisdom, let everything of you descend in me so that I can be and stay in this path for the purpose of your will. Do you understand? So literally, I speak to, like he's even bored. He's bored of me now. Like God is tired of me. Or a girl, like every day, it's you, it's you, it's you. You know. Maybe that's why he hasn't called me to heaven because he's like, I will not sleep. This girl will be coming to my door every day, asking me questions. You know. So let me keep her there until further notice when I'm 100 years of age. You know. But I speak to him a lot. I speak to God more than I pray, actually, because I think me speaking to God is my prayer. So I'm always like literally speaking to Him and pray when I pray, but I speak to Him more, you know? When it's hard, obviously you need to be on your knees. When anything is hard, you need to. If you're abstaining from alcohol, if you're abstaining from sugar, if you're abstaining from unhealthy food, if you're abstaining from sex, like there's a lot of abstinences. It's not only sexual. I'm just doing the sexual one, but all of those other stuff, you literally, when it's hard, need to pray to God. And you need to celebrate your progress. So I always like write on my statuses, hey, day something. People are, what is this day something? What are you counting? But I know what I'm counting because I want to know when I'm sitting at day 5,000 and something, I'll be so proud of myself to be like, yeah, D. And maybe that 5,000 something will be on my wedding day where I say, hey, I know I'm rocking today, you know. So I don't have to wait any longer. So whether it's 1 week, whether it's 1 day, whether it's 24 hours, celebrate your progress. It's progress because it's hard to stay disciplined. Discipline, it's very, very hard, you know. You're not just waiting. You are literally growing. You know, you're not just waiting and be like, oh, hey, I'm just waiting. You are growing. You may not see it, but literally other people will start seeing it, and you will start seeing by what you are achieving, by what's happening, whether it's you are more peaceful now, you are more joyful now, whether you are more centered, whether you feel like you're not bipolar anymore, you're not anxious anymore, you're not feeling depressed, you're not feeling some type of way. You will know, okay, this is progress. Like this is I've done well, you know? And you must honor yourself. You must honor yourself. I was watching a podcast on Semex Network. It's on YouTube. You must check it out. Semex Network, the podcast was with Gogo Dineo. So when you go in and you go on their videos, you will see Gogo Dineo. I don't remember the title, the thumbnail, but it was basically speaking about sex. And she explained so much about energies, about how sex is energy, about how we are gods in our own will, and God's will, obviously, about how like soul ties happen, about the mere fact of collecting energies, how it can affect you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, about the traumas that we may have experienced that are now going into sex, about how as two people, we can't be having sex when we are mourning, when a woman is on her periods, all of those other stuff. Like, she explained it so much that I need to revisit that episode over and over and over, because I keep understanding it differently over and over and over, as much as I understood it the first time. I keep understanding it differently because I'm growing, and certain things I'm understanding them differently. So please watch it so that you can also, in your own abstinence journey, you can also just understand, like, the whys, and understand what sex is, because I feel like we don't understand what sex is, and we need to, So please do, please do. It will change your life, literally, and it will probably make you make different decisions, and you will enjoy sex much more responsibly, and you will protect your peace, your energy, and everything else that comes with you. Yeah. So yeah, Mzwa has not taken my BTS. But you know what? We keep moving in our abstinence. We keep moving. But yeah, this is just me having to put this out there, because I'm just like, I want to be held accountable, and I want you guys to hold me accountable should I not be a person that is truthful to myself, and obviously truthful to you. Abstinence is not easy. I'm not even going to lie about it. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. I'm not even going to say, no, but I'm learning to enjoy it, and hopefully the next time I speak to you guys about something, it will be like great news that, guys, I'm not abstaining anymore because I'm married. Boo, 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 boo. And I'm also not saying it's because of, I would like for it to be until marriage, but I don't know. Right now, I think I'm just going to take a year and see. I've taken a year before. Probably, like, I'll see. But right now, my aim is a year. And should I get to a year and feel like continuing, I will continue. And that's just it on that. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing. Thank you for being part of my internet family. I love you guys so much. And I hope that we continue to grow. As I always say, we are on the road to 500, and we are also on the road to 1,000, and we are also on the road to literally many, many more, because we are trying to make money with this YouTube. So thank you so much. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye.